Oh, hello everyone, it's Susie here, aka Crypto Granny. Date's the 13th of November. Apologise for being a bit later. I was on Twitter today and got a bit carried away with the hours just talking on Twitter. So many people are so short-sighted when it comes to XRP. They have no idea, to be perfectly honest. And you've even got people saying sell Bitcoin. And I'm like, you're just crazy, because seriously, the exchanges are short Bitcoin. They don't have much supply of Bitcoin at all. They have the lowest reserves of Bitcoin they've ever had, okay? The lowest reserves, right? Also, we've got a lot of traders that are short Bitcoin, but also, if you look at the activity on the options for the December expiry, some of the strike prices are really high. Traders and professional traders are buying Bitcoin with a strike price of 36,000. Now, I'm not saying Bitcoin by December is going to get to 36,000, but what it tells you is that they believe there's going to be a big, aggressive, maybe parabolic move, any time from here to December, and I agree with that, simply because of the trading activity of Bitcoin, okay? There is no Bitcoin around, and people that hold Bitcoin are not selling, right? Even retail people that are holding Bitcoin, the average holding period, I said, is 3.1 years. So people are accumulating and they're not holding, so there's no way Bitcoin is going to go down. Yeah, it might go down $100, big deal. But the big move could go down $100, but the big move is going to be 2,000. And I'm on record for saying this thing was going to get to 20,000 by December when, it was 3 or 4 months ago and it was 10,000. And the same with XRP. Something's going on with the XRP. XRP is being accumulated. The whales are buying XRP. There's going to be a big move on XRP. And people are so short-sighted, right? I mean, honestly, I said XRP within 5 years is going to be worth over $1,000 per unit, right? And people go, we can't wait until then. They're just stupid. How long do you think Facebook took to get, to over, to wherever it got, right? $300 or 200 or 1,000. How long do you think Tesla got to get there? How long do you think Microsoft got there? Apple, where they did a stock split to reduce it, it took them years, right? But the cryptocurrency market, because of the technology it'll take within 5 years. I do believe you're going to start to see a serious move with XRP next year and the year after, right? And people that sell at $3 to $5 are going to be completely wrong. I've done 3 different valuation models for XRP, and they're all going at that over $1,000 per unit. And I know I will be right. Honestly, I'm not trying to big note myself, people, but I've had too much experience. I've been in these markets for nearly 40 years. I've got 3 degrees. I've traded every market. I understand how markets work. As an economist with my base degree in mathematics and stats, I understand people. History repeats itself, and people know the price of everything but the value of nothing. On Twitter, I said something, today I said, I was in an old antique, an op shop. In Australia, we have op shops where you can get secondhand things and just shitty stuff, for nothing, right? Just having a glass of water. And honestly, I went into this op shop, and it wasn't that long ago. And, I picked up this old book, seriously old book. And I thought, this is fascinating. It was just amazing. I didn't even know who wrote the thing, right? I picked it up for 20 cents or 25 cents. I mean, what sells anymore for cents, right? And, it turned out this old book was a rare book that was worth over $5,000, right? Now, it's like this with XRP. People know the price, but they don't understand the value of XRP. You're in a market, a cryptocurrency market, with a lot of young dudes who have no idea, no education, no background, and they just get on things that move, and it's short-sightedness, right? XRP is in a cumulative mode. It's accumulating. The whales are there buying XRP and holding. And the big fund managers will buy XRP and they will bet it down in their portfolios. I was a fund manager, and they have trillions and billions of dollars, right? I used to manage $17 billion in funds. You know, if XRP was a core asset in my fund, I could easily have $1 billion sitting in XRP. Easily, right? And that's one fund manager. You know, people frustrate me because they have no idea. And that's the truth of it, right? We are in a bull run and this market is going to get busier and bigger and busier, right? That's a fact. Honestly, the market is 465 bill. We're nowhere near the bull run we saw in 900 bill. It's coming. It's coming. The dominance of Bitcoin at 64.68 will reduce because other cryptocurrencies will start to catch up. You know, you can't just keep having Bitcoin go up and up and up. It will because it's short and there's not much of Bitcoin and there's 3 billion that we know is being lost. But you'll also find other cryptocurrencies will start going up as well, okay? Because the circulating value, the circulating supply that coin market cap put out is not correct. And there's a lot of, there's a lot of cryptos that's going to go by the wayside because the technology is absolute garbology. And we know which technologies work, right? So we know where the money is going to go, the big money. And we're talking billions and trillions of dollars, right? The big money will go into XRP and, maybe Bitcoin, but certainly XRP as well. And I'm absolutely convinced of that. And I have no problem with that, okay? Now, Bitcoin 16,233, Ethereum I can't stand is 469, XRP is 26 cents, Chainlink 1284. I'm not going to go through the data. Binance, which I love as well, is 28.38. Now, the reason why I can't stand Ethereum, okay, and there's so many bloody problems with Ethereum, sorry to swear, but, they found a severe bug in Ethereum, in its core of Ethereum, in its core library for Ethereum and ETC, Ethereum Classic. Now, one of Ethereum Classics had 3 hacks, right? So they found a vulnerability in their core code library where some of the networks within the system didn't update due to the bugs, right, in the system. So it actually meant that some nodes weren't updating, right, which means you could have had double spend and some smart contracts not updating, which means you can't get your money out. And that is the problem with Ethereum, and it's constant, right? Ethereum has had constant problems. Now, they're saying they're going to go to, proof of stake on the 1st of December, but I don't believe that'll happen. They're just finding more and more bloody problems with Ethereum. And every time there's a big hack somewhere, it's always Ethereum, right? Ethereum loses the most amount of coin in those hacks than anyone else, which proves to me that Ethereum is more vulnerable than any other cryptocurrency out there, right? And it's had a huge amount of problems with smart contracts. Now, look, Tron's got smart contracts. Ripple's got smart contracts. There's never been any problems. Someone tried to hack into Tron. They couldn't get in there because Justin Sun, when he got away from the Ethereum platform and went into his own blockchain, paid, white hackers, which is supposed to be the good hackers, $10 million to see if they could get through his system. Well, they couldn't, right? So he put his money where his mouth was. Ripple's never had a hack. And yet the stupid market prices Ripple like it's a dog of a cryptocurrency. When, they've got Ethereum TC Classic, at $5 something. And it's crap. It's garbology. Absolute garbology. And, you'll find Ethereum will have the same problems. And already the crypto exchanges are moving away from Ethereum because of the cost, of transactional costs, right? It's just a no-brainer what's going to happen in the bigger picture of things. And people are not looking looking ahead, man. They're just not looking ahead. I would rather be invested in Litecoin than Ethereum because Litecoin is showing a better story to me. It's got a lot of social media behind it. There's never been any problem with Litecoin. They don't seem to have the problem, even though it's proof of work, they don't seem to have the problem, with the exorbitant fees because Litecoin do not use the same miners as Ethereum and Bitcoin. And that's another thing, right? If you use the same miners, the miners can switch between Bitcoin or Ethereum Classic, or whatever other Bitcoin, Bitcoin fork there is, right? Like Bitcoin Cash or whatever. So that's the problem, right? They can switch between where they're going to get the higher fees. And that would make sense because miners work for themselves. All right? And that's a fact. So if you look on the social media, Litecoin is basically, they're really talking about Litecoin on the social media, which is interesting. And I did say Litecoin would be a great trading position to get into because it looks very strong to me. And I'm not, there is a game out there that people are buying, and it seems to be pushing up, the volumes on Litecoin. The social media ranks, you got Litecoin, Uniswap, Yearn Finance, which are DeFis, are all shit as far as I'm concerned. I hate the DeFis. Then you've got Civic. Now, Civic interests me. It's on Ethereum's platform, but it's an ID platform. So I wouldn't. It's an ID cryptocurrency. So it got issued at 10 cents. I wouldn't mind having a look at that. There's something about that because I do like ID platforms, and again, we need to have a look at that. Okay. Because I think it's very, very interesting. All right. So let's do that. I'm going to have a look at that when I've got some time. I'm just so busy at the moment, but I do want to look at Civic. If I like it, I would have it in my investment portfolio. I do like ID identification cryptocurrencies. That's in my sector that I actually like, that I invest in, okay, for my cryptocurrency portfolio. But it's got to stack up in terms of my research, okay? And my research is exhaustive. I look at a lot of different stuff, okay? So, again, I've got ID cryptocurrency, which is the key, right? But the key is very cheap, right? It's 0.0002837 up 2.95% today. So I do like the key. Gosh, Request Network's up 17%, and I've got that. It's 0.0268. Interesting. VeChain's up 4.4. Nexo's up 9.75. Nexo's cheap, man. It's at 20 cents. It's still cheap. Look what Celsius is doing. Nexo is seriously cheap. You got to buy Nexo. Honestly, it's very cheap. And Engine Coin is cheap, 14 cents. Very, very cheap. One stage Engine Coin was trading at 25 cents just recently, and you got to buy Power Ledger. There's so much cheap stuff to buy, man. You got to get in. Anyway, look, so I don't like Ethereum, as I said. Now, let's have a look. Civic, as I said, it's personal identity. They're on the Ethereum platform, which I don't like. That's a big disadvantage, okay, because they can be attacked, right? Now, someone also tried to get into, put an attack on Monero, right? And the attackers used an army of nodes to try and get into the Monero network, to try and exploit the stability of the network and to create malicious nodes, right? And so they could change different IP addresses and attempt to steal Monero coins. But the system deterred the attack. It was unsuccessful. So then that just shows you the security of Monero is really good. Also, the federal government, the SEC, the Security Exchange Commission, is trying to get into Monero with chain analysis, and they can't do it. So the security of Monero is absolutely excellent, okay? And that tells you something, how good it is. Now, also PayPal said they're going to offer cryptocurrency buy and sell to the US, and they've increased the limits to 20,000. Christine Lagarde was talking about the European Central Bank going to digital currency, but it doesn't make any sense, right? Because digital currency doesn't make any difference. They're still going to be exposed to their own fiat currency. So big deal, right? Big deal. What else we got here? Digital Group Currency or Coin Group, they're going to do an IPO, $4 billion. They own Genesis, Grayscale, and CoinDesk. Okay, Grayscale's extremely well known. They have a lot of crypto assets under management. Russian new rules to crypto owners. There's going to be huge penalties if they don't disclose any more than 600,000 of ruble, which is about $8,000, right? BitPay are a crypto payment service. They want to extend it to everyone, and their fee is 1%, which is low compared to MasterCard and all those, which can be anything up to 5%, okay? Polkadot is looking good. It's expanding its network. Tezos apparently has upgraded its Delphi system, and, apparently transaction costs are less and it's faster, which is a good story for them. I don't think they have any problem with that. I haven't heard anything. Deutsche Bank says crypto will replace cash. I think that's pretty much a given, to be honest. And, I think it will. And I think the top 20 in years to come will be completely different to what it is. I don't believe Ethereum will be there. That's my view. We know that there's a lot of option positions in Bitcoin at the moment. And I believe there's going to be major moves in Bitcoin and XRP. Major moves, right? Ripple Lab has put a new patent out. It bought a new patent called pay strings. That must be something interesting that they're working on, because it's probably something really easy in terms of making a payment. A huge amount of whales in Ripple, as I said, XRP. VeChain have done a deal between France and China, and it's called Food Gates, a global logistics group, retail, where the French produce beef and they sell it to Chinese buyers, okay? And that's massive, right? Massive. Now, VeChain, is under the radar, and it's so cheap, and it has so many clients. This market is so stupid, but in saying it, it's just the opportunity of a lifetime. Honestly, hand on heart, we're going to make a fortune here. I'm convinced of it. Absolutely convinced of it, okay? So what else is going on here? Let's just have a look at my other notes here before I get into fiat markets. But if we look at this market, today, there's just huge opportunity here. Huge opportunity. I saw something last night on Deep Chain, and it was about the Chinese game called AlphaGo. And, artificial intelligence is going to take over the world eventually. And, Neurotoken, which I'm in, I just think it's just going to be unbelievable, right? So Ontology's up 4%, Ox is up 3%, VeChain up 5%. VeChain is a gift. Nexo is up nearly 10%. Nexo is a gift. It's a buy, screaming buy. Engines are screaming buy, okay? Screaming buy. So, you just stick to the cryptocurrencies that work and have a working product. Don't buy the DeFis. They're all garbology, right? Complete garbology. Absolutely. So if we go to real volume, and I do like looking at real volume is picking up, okay? That means people are they're buying more. More money is coming into this market, right? That's what it's telling us. More money is coming to this market. Now, Tether has done 4.6 billion, and that's higher than normal. We normally see Tether around 3.2. Bitcoin's doing 3.6. Ethereum is doing 1.3. Binance US is doing 530 mil. Litecoin, 337 mil. Chainlink, which I like, could go to 20 easily, is doing 272 mil. Then you've got XRP, 131 mil. SecuX up there at 128. It's up 20%, but they did do the ICO at 0.10. I'd have to have a look at that. I just don't like the fact that it's on Ethereum, to be honest, because if something happens with Ethereum, and Ethereum has been down of recent times, there's a big problem. It means all the DeFis are down, right? Because they're all on Ethereum, right? They're all on that platform. And if the platform doesn't work, all the DeFis are down. Tron is a buy. It's only 0.0258. It is a buy. Binance is moving up. All the exchange assets are moving up. It just looks very good. Cardano is a buy at 10 cents. Polkadot looks good. VeChain looks good. Curve. Look, these DeFis they're just garbology. Seriously, stick to the technology that works, okay? It's just that simple, right? A lot of technology does not work, okay? And that's a fact. This Swipe, SXP might be a chance to buy it. It's basically a payment platform, but it's 99 cents, right? And I think it looks good. But, there's a lot of shit in DeFi, and it's just way over it, too expensive, and it doesn't work. And there's attacks. There was another attack in DeFi, and someone lost even more money, right? So this one was DeFi project Acropolis, lost $2 million, some exploit with a flash loan or something. So people keep losing money in DeFi, and it's not a great story. And I wouldn't touch it with a pole, right? So let's just have a look at what's my trading app say today, because I love to look at that. But I use this to get me into my investments. I'd rather have investments than trading because I believe this market's going to go a lot higher. And if you hold, you're going to make more money, right? So let's just check it out here. Basically, it's saying momentum, there's well over 200 plus that are bullish, 250 compared to 77. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. So let's just go in there and see what the momentum is. And it's going strong up, Bitcoin. Ripple is now strong up. Buy Ripple, strong up. Litecoin, Link, Dot, ADA, Tezos, neutral. Wait a minute. Tezos is neutral. Strong up. Dash, I don't buy privacy stocks myself. Strong up. Osmogo, OMG, which I like. Wave, strong up. Ontology, strong up, which I like as well. So there's a lot to buy here, okay? There's a lot to buy. Tron, strong up. So, you just spoiled for choice here. Seriously, there is so much to buy. It's not funny. But look in the charts. It can, look, volume's increasing, right? I can see it now, particularly in XRP. Something's going on here. And, the big holders are buying. Certainly Litecoin did a lot of volume last night and it looks very good on the chart. Litecoin looks extremely good, actually. I'd be buying some Litecoin as well, as I said before. Let's see what else is going on here. Any particular Twitter news that we need to know. But people are buying XRP, and that's a fact. Just quickly looking here to see if there's anything else I need to know and to call out for you. Ontology looks very good. It's going into a bullish pattern for breakout and definitely looks very good. Emerging pattern for breakout, okay? OX, the same, okay? XRX. One that I've got an emerging for down, a big down, is Hashbar. Never liked it, okay? It's a scam. Big scam, all right? Completely big scam. Okay, now I'm not going to go through all the data because, we just don't have time, right? But what I do want to, get long, you need to, because we're going into a bull, right? By another month, this market's going to be a lot higher, guys and girls. A lot higher. Okay, so what happened last night? The equity market was down. The Dow was down 317 points. NASDAQ was down. The S&P was down. Now, I'm in sell mode for the Dow, and equity markets are looking very, very expensive to me, okay? So I'm selling the equity market. Plus, credit spreads started to widen. That's a big thing to sell equity markets. You've got to start selling. So I'm actually short the equity markets. I'm short US yen. US yen's still too high. It's 104.93. I'm short that. Gold is 1883, up $8. It should be going higher. Bond yields are moving up higher as well, okay? So, bond yields are moving up higher. Inflation's starting to rise. So you got to sell bond yields. They're moving up higher in yield. Sell the US dollar, buy gold, buy the crypto market, and sell equities. Very, very simple, okay? Even money velocities at all-time lows, right? More people are getting unemployed. 709,000 new people applied for unemployment benefits, and inflation's going up, guys and girls. So this is very obvious to me what's going to happen. Cryptocurrency market's going to go up. The equity market down, US yen down, okay? Bond yields up, gold up, and basically corporate credit spreads are going to widen, okay? The price of corporate credit down. So this is the way we should be positioned, and we should be buying cryptocurrency that works, okay? And, my favorite cryptocurrencies at the moment are certainly in my portfolio, right? But if I had more money, I'd be buying more Bitcoin, more Tron, actually just about everything in my portfolio. More Amber, more Power Ledger, more Binance, more Request Network, more XRP, Hubi, Ontology, The Key, Ox, Funfair, they're all cheap. VeChain, Nexo, they're all cheap, man. Icon, Chainlink, QCon, Engine. My only spec, which I probably shouldn't have bought in this portfolio, which should be spec, not investment is Bibbox, okay? It's a small exchange, probably a silly bet, that one, but it's that one's a spec, but look, and it's very cheap at 5 cents. But look, this is going higher, guys and girls. Anyway, I will talk to you soon. Also, we're on Discord now, so you can put stuff on there or Slack, but I see more now on Discord. And don't forget, I've got a live YouTube this Sunday at 7 o'clock, okay? Dutch time. Thanks very much, guys and girls, and I'll talk to you tonight on Sunday. Cheers.